to say to such a woman? A.G. Gardner has tried to highlight that laws can thus be easily misinterpreted by the society. For example, a woman taking a walk could just randomly and in a zigzag kind of way go anywhere, and there's no law to regulate it, as I said. Now, this is a misinterpretation of the right to liberty, to absolute liberty by the women. The woman is misinterpreting it in the sense that she's only caring about her own liberty. She forgot that if she has the liberty to walk randomly and break the pedestrian rules in favor of a bigger rule, which is her rule to be liberal, a liberal citizen of a liberal republic, then the driver from the opposite section also has all liberty to knock her down the road, because he also has the liberty to not change his path, just as the woman is not doing it. This is another more fundamental breakdown of liberty by the women. If this happens to go on, then this society will become extremely chaotic and there will be chaos everywhere, because everyone will be going their own way. They'll be thinking it's a liberal ideology, and since it's only fundamental rights that are just being exercised, everyone may think that they have all guaranteed to their fundamental rights, and they need not just care about the rights of others, and they would go on and on not caring about the consequences, and this way everyone would die. And who has made these laws that created all the chaos? Laws were supposed to govern the society, to regulate the society, but these laws are creating chaos in the society. Are such laws worthwhile? Should such laws exist? But they are made by the legislator. And people, and since there's no judiciary to handle this, they are being misinterpreted. This is the reason a judiciary is required, to stop this misinterpretation by all means. And this is one really big problem with the judiciary today. It had been built for the cause of being easily able to interpret the laws. But the problem with judiciary is now the same body which was supposed to interpret the laws is actually misinterpreting them by misuse of logic. The thing being that judiciary today is just a blur mechanism which is supposed to function in a robotical function with no logics involved at all. And this is a problem with the judiciary of the highest order. Judiciary, which is thus the primary interpreter of all laws governing the society, has become the principal misinterpreter of all the laws. You would like to say in the argument of A.G. Gardner about the women walking in a zigzag motion, she misinterpreted the law, but we didn't have a judiciary to regulate her, and so the misinterpretation thus led to chaos. But once judiciary was established, there still continues to be a lot of gross misinterpretation. Just as in the case that George Bernard Shaw has highlighted. Just mark the difference. A.G. Gardner is trying to highlight the importance of judiciary, but George Bernard Shaw is highlighting the shortcomings of the judiciary. This is the fundamental difference in the viewpoints of the two authors with regards to justice and law. George Bernard Shaw highlights the role of a lawyer. He highlights the role of the need of correct interpreter to the laws of the legislator. But A.G. Gardner is highlighting the importance of the judiciary. He is highlighting the importance of an interpreter who judges the laws correctly. In this vast consensus of basic difference between the judiciary and the legislator, we may seek to reinvent the laws for ourselves. But even reinventing laws requires a lawyer. We need a lawyer for both functions, for interpreting the laws and also for reinventing them. And since a society is all what the laws made by it talk of it, a lawyer thus becomes the backbone of a society. He thus interprets the laws laid down by the society. And since there's no use of any law, of any rule, without a correct interpreter, lawyer is thus the basic, the fundamental division, the substratum of a society. What we can say about the justice system today is not just that it's a wheel of complete, diverse manipulations. We can also state that it's an artifice, a tapestry, where there is a complete lack of all emotional intelligence. Justice today is more like artificial intelligence. There is no emotional intelligence involved in the justice today. The reason being that judges, they only see the outcome of the situation, of the act committed. No one seeks to care about the mental processes or the mental thinking, the emotional, psychological point of view of the accused. And thus, the accused is rendered guilty by the court of law. And this becomes the primary misfunction of the judiciary. In place of functioning to render pure and good justice to the people, it's actually misfunctioning by punishing the wrong people in the right way. It's punishing the wrong people in the right way. And this is the third problem with the judiciary. As I decided to highlight, the fourth